Hello, friends. This is Tony Dizant, space rocker of the planet Earth, back with another live stream video today. Hope everybody's doing okay. I got some nice things to talk about today. I'm going to be talking about the real news and the not so real news, and also about a theme, subject, or topic named Make a Commitment to Yourself. Make a commitment to yourself. But before we do all that, let's get on with what happened today on the not so real news and the real news. And of course, they still having the show with the ex-president. They said this last week, but now they're saying it this week again, because all they're doing is they prolonging it. They are prolonging it. So uh, make the show a little longer. Trump jury begins deliberation in hush money trial. Well, how many times you gonna have that line put on the news? How many times? They said it last week. I think they said it a week before. They're saying it this week. And all they're doing is like they having the show. There was a confrontation I saw of people outside the court. There were some celebrities protesting about the whole thing, and it was like a big fiasco out there. But like I said, it's just a show. It's just for you to be entertained, and it's just for you to have something to talk about, especially about the ex-president. And I'm going to try to put all this together. Okay, and this is going to be very interesting. Okay, pay attention, please. Because what happens is this. At the same time that this is going on, this show, they just announced that the Middle East conflict is going to last another 7 months. Okay, think about that one for a minute. The current administration, whether it stays or it leaves, it has another 7 months in office. The current administration. Okay? So you got what? June, July, August, September, October, November, December. That's it. 7 months. And what happens after December? In January, somebody has to take over. So they're thinking, okay, with this administration, I can keep furthering the red line. They call it a red line. And today it was just announced by this administration that Israel has not reached a red line in the conflict in the Middle East, and especially in a place called Rafah. But they don't tell you exactly how many civilians are being slaughtered. They don't tell you exactly how many women and children are dying. They don't tell you exactly what's really going on. They superficially cover it and they say, oh, we know it's over 200 people. When they say that, it's probably over thousands of people. And then the president of the prime minister of Israel is going, this conflict is going to last another 7 months. Of course, the trial for the ex-president is not going to last another 7 months because he has to go on a campaign trail, especially in June and July, where he has to find a vice presidential candidate, and the other guy has to exhaust himself to make sure he stays in office. So we have a conflict of interest here. Conflict of interest on the part that where is this red line? Where do you draw the red line? Think about that one for a minute. I mean, how many other people have to die? And most of the international community is saying that they denied the the bombings. They denied the situation. Most of the countries are not in favor of what's going on. But then again, it's it's a hard pill to swallow. And that's all I have to say about that one. Okay? Because the superficial news is that the president is going to go to jail. The real news is that the administration is not taking care of this conflict because the other side is saying we're going to go ahead and keep bombing for another 7 months. So get out of the way. And of course, this administration is saying they haven't reached the red line. When you and I know that they have reached the red line a long time ago. So, which one is it? Which one is it? Okay, well, let's get into the topic of the day. Because if we keep talking about this stuff, it's it's really mind-boggling and it's really like incomprehensible. So, what you have to do, especially now, these days, there's conflict everywhere. You have to make a commitment to yourself. Make a commitment to yourself. Because it doesn't matter what's happening outside of you. It doesn't really matter what's happening outside of you. You have to make a commitment to yourself. And what do I mean about this? Okay, it means that you do whatever it is that you do, whatever work you at, whatever it is your passion, whatever it is the things that you do, more than ever you have to make a commitment to yourself to be the best you can be. And of course, there's news about this golfer, and I was talking about that the other day. There's another golfer, 29 years old, now that wants to quit. And I'll tell you that this much, it's not easy to make a commitment to yourself because, especially in this country, the United States, we live in a state of competition. We live in a state of competition. It's cutthroat, okay? And of course, it all depends where your competition is. And to thrive above the competition, you have to make a commitment to yourself so hard that you're going to have to work daily on what it is you're going to do to be able to compete. And now, all this competition is what brings all the mental health, all the you know health, all the health reasons why people are so sick, you know, It's because some people, and I would say not some, but most of the people, are not able to maintain the level of competition that there's out there these days right now, especially in the with the kids today. Okay, the kids today are going like a million miles an hour in schools and everything, because what happens is, what kind of a world are they going to encounter if they don't step it up and run a million miles an hour? They're going to find out that this is not an easy world to step into. So, of course, you have to make a commitment to yourself. But then again, there's also the other coin, the other side of the coin. This world is a perfect world if you want it to be. And of course, you don't have to have all the things. You don't have to have all the money. You don't have to be the superstar that everybody wants you to be. So it's okay to not work so hard. And exactly that's what this lady is doing, 29 years old, and she's finding out that, wow, I'm working extremely hard in just this thing right here, this thing, and I'm just banging on it every single day, just banging on it every single day, and I don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, because there's not only one thing in life. There's many things in life. So you can make a commitment to yourself, but you choose if you want to work that hard. Because if you're going to work that hard to become sick, or eventually to not even be on this planet, then it's not really worth it. It's not. So, yes, if you have a dream and you want to accomplish it, the first thing you have to do is just have to make a commitment to yourself that you are going to do it, and you're going to go for it, and you're not going to stop until you get it. But when it comes down to your health and your well being, that's when you have to draw the line. Because if it's going to be to the point where you're just going to be sick or mentally ill, physically and mentally, then you have to stop. So you have to play the balancing game. Balance it out, get plenty of rest, and keep going. But I'm going to tell you by experience, I'm talking by experience right now. And what I do, that not every single day I feel like I have to go and do what I do. But I made a commitment to myself a long, long time ago, saying that, yes, I'm going to accomplish this space rocker of the planet Earth journey. And so far, it's been great. But I'm going to tell you one thing. There's many, many, many days that I didn't feel like doing it. I didn't feel like getting up. I didn't feel like doing the necessary things to advance. I didn't feel the necessary things to read. I didn't feel the necessary, I didn't have the necessary energy to do all the rigmaroles that have to be done to become an excelling musician. And of course, I always went back to my childhood when I thought, okay, when I looked at the sky and I said, I'm doing this regardless of what anybody says. And I made a commitment to myself, nobody else. Now, along the way, there's always going to be people that are going to help you. A bunch of people are not going to help you. More, very little people are going to help you. A bunch of people are going to try to hurt you. But your strong will has to be so strong, and that commitment to yourself has to be so strong that you have to listen to just that handful of people that keep giving you encouragement to keep going. And you're going to find them along the way. You're going to find them along the way. There's going to be peaks and valleys. It's going to be like a roller coaster. But you have to keep at it. Make a commitment to yourself. In this day, this life that we're living right now in this time is more prevalent, is more urgent than ever. That you make that commitment to yourself. To whatever it is. Be the best you can be. Because nobody can take away what's yours. Nobody. You work hard on it, nobody can take it away. So, the moral of this story right now is that regardless of what's going to happen the next 7 months, and we know it's going to be chaos. We know. We know it's not going to be right. We know it's going to be unfair. You have to, if you can't do nothing about it, you have to make a commitment to yourself to be a better you. Forget about everybody else. Work on you. It's like I've been saying, and I'm going to keep saying it. Peace starts with you. Nobody else. Nobody else. If you work on peace, peace, you work on your peace. Peace starts with you. And it spreads out. Peace can be spread out through all the nations. But it has to start with you. Peace starts with you. And all these conflicts and all this chaos and all this nonsense, we can keep hoping that it's going to end. But we know that we might have to live through it. So we have to keep being alert, open your eyes, and be ready. Be ready for what's coming. So with this one, I want to say hi to everybody. I want to say hi to all the people in the world that follow my music and follow my videos. I know who you are, and I really appreciate it. Got some people coming in there, and for all those of you that come in there and you know maybe look at this as a repeat, because I see a lot of people that go in there and maybe they don't catch it on the live, but they'll catch it later and they'll start, listening. And please, if you come in there, please comment. Tell me what you think. Are you making a commitment to yourself? And what is that commitment? I'd like to know. Actually, I don't only like to know. I like to know, and I like to give you some advice if you comment. So make a commitment to yourself. And remember, peace starts with you, nobody else. This is Tony Dizant, space rocker of the planet Earth, still living in this beautiful planet called Earth. Today, with the topic of make a commitment to yourself. I'll see you on my next video.